Let's now look at one of the guidances given out and the results from Keaton Energy. They saw first quarter production levels grow by 70% year on year. And so joining us now on the line for more is the Group CEO, Mandi Glad. Mandi, give us an overall view of your production there and that 70% number that leaps out at us. What's behind it?
David, hi. Thank you. Yes. Compared to the first quarter of last year, as you say, a 70% increase, but I think for us, more importantly, 48% increase on the last quarter. And obviously, having delivered our results not long ago, we spoke hectically to the fact that it was a year of two halves for us, a year that had ended strongly. And I think for me, what's important is this is evidence that has continued. So up 48% on the last quarter on our Eskom deliveries, up 26% on 5C sales, and at Valkrans staying pretty much where we've been, which is understandable. It's a small operation in Vryheid, and the potential for growth is obviously not what it is at Frankfurt-Fontaine. But yes, very excited. Obviously, as a result of record production, what goes with that is increased profitability and some good cash generation.
You mentioned the Eskom supply. That sounded like quite a big difference in the supply. To what extent is that a steady, guaranteed income for you, and what proportion is it of your total revenue and profit?
In terms of Frankfurt-Fontaine specifically, probably in terms of production, 90% of Frankfurt-Fontaine's production is for Eskom, with 10% being 5C. In terms of profitability and margins, it's probably 80-20, maybe 75-25. Obviously, the 5C being a niche product and a high-value product. But certainly in terms of Eskom, we have a long-term contract. So provided we can continue to produce as we are, currently, there's no reason for us not to expect to continue delivering results like these, at least for the next 10 years.
Now, Mandi, if that's an optimistic forecast. Looking at the sector in South Africa, been a lot of news, particularly in the gold mining and the platinum sectors, of industrial issues, of cost increases. And indeed, some companies, it's been said that, for example, if the gold price remains below 1,300 as an example, no South African company is going to be making money. And we're looking at a sunset industry which the sun will go down quicker than might have been expected. The industrial issues in particular, the wage demands that we've seen in the platinum and gold sector, how have you been affected by that, and how stable has your labour relations environment been?
I think for us, we at Frankfurt-Fontaine, with us operating an outsourced model, and the fact that none of our contractors are unionized, we've been unaffected largely. However, at our Vryheid operation, where we have both NOM and AMCU on site, the experience has been somewhat different. We got through last year unscathed, which was, we were the only ones in the area. I can't ever say that this year that the case will be the same. I think for us, the demands are quite unreasonable, and pretty much were we not to find some reasonability as an outcome, there is no doubt that for us, insofar as it relates to Valkrans, it would absolutely result in job losses and potentially premature mine closure. This is a tough industry, and with the current demands, I don't think there are many operations that would be able to sustain those sorts of increases and continue doing business.
Yeah, I think the industry broadly says that. It remains to be seen what agreements will be made on that. What about the union environment in terms of the new union that's come up, certainly on the platinum mines, and probably for a generation at least, maybe ever in the South African industry? We've had the employers having to deal with two different unions. Collective bargaining has changed substantially as a concept and as a practical weapon with which to deal. What are you experiencing in terms of union pressure and union membership?
For us, we were always a NOM operation. Obviously, with AMCU coming on, that has swung somewhat, and I must confirm that having the two unions and having to negotiate with both of them is extremely difficult. And the fact that the relations between them are not great makes what is already a difficult time that much more so. So certainly for us, the environment at the moment and the complexities that have been added with the fact that there is AMCU coming through have made it extremely difficult.